Hey, it's Ginger Boy. Welcome back once again to Year of the Yoshi Redux, Lemmy's Tower. It's going to be a tower and then an airship again. I've heard from King Dad that you were coming towards my tower. Take the elevator of doom if you want to fight me. Well, we'll see what the elevator of doom actually does. I have this feeling, because every castle so far has leaded to an airship. That was dumb on my part. Wonder if... I don't think it will. Oh, I can just, like, walk through there. It's layer 2. That's probably why. Okay. Fudge. It goes down there. Yeah, I don't think the saw blade can get squished. Podobo not either. Though it's kind of trapped at the bottom right now, which I am more than happy with. Elevator doom. It's really not too difficult. I just made a really bad decision there. Because for the most part, if you went up like sooner than later, you avoided the Podoboo. But I don't know. I think I just made a really bad decision going up because that's where the Podoboo was. And that's where I got stuck with. So it's like you have this balancing act. You can either go up and avoid the saw, but possibly have to deal with the Podoboo, or go down and deal with the saw. Like so far, the Podoboo, if you stay on the upper path, doesn't really get to you, but it also doesn't seem to follow the same path every time. I think the path has been slightly different so far every time. There we go. Those are going to get stuck. Podoboo is going to get launched. Like it when Podoboo gets stuck like that, because as I said, he gets launched. Oh, thank Jeebus. There we go. Perfect. And a midway point. I will be happy with that. That was elevator. And look at this, another airship. I understand the thing. It's like they're on the airship, but as I said, I would still make it 2 levels. I would have the castle and then a message at the end be like, haha, I'm not actually here, have like a throne room or something. And like call it good. But I don't know. That's just what I would do. I would just have the castle end and then the airship be a completely separate level. Oh, I don't like this. Don't like that. This one doesn't seem nearly as hard. Okay, that guy should have died. Oh boy. But yeah, as I said, it doesn't seem nearly as hard, but still very difficult. And again, like I mentioned, my problem with the airship portions is they seem really, really long, and the midway points seem really, really imbalanced. Because you go through a really short level, then you have the elevator portion, which really isn't long at all. Like, there's really not much to the elevator section, just dodging some stuff. You get the midway point, and then you go through a complete second level. So it doesn't feel balanced. It does not feel balanced at all in the slightest. So go up here. Cannot just jump. Oh, well, lesson learned, I guess. But yeah, this is one of the reasons I was like, I'm not even going to attempt the castle last episode, because I would have had a bad time. Very, very bad time. I'm still not a fan of this airship thing. Like, yeah, the castles are supposed to be more challenging. I will even agree on that. Castles should be harder than the rest of the levels of the world. But you also need to take, fudge. You also need to take, god dang it, a difficulty curve into consideration. Like, you can't just have a fairly easy level set and then throw a really hard castle at the end of it. Like, you want the player to be eased into a castle setting. Like, you want the castles to scale. Like, having the castles harder than the rest of the levels in the world, good idea. I mean, it makes sense. Castles are the last level, usually, in a world. It just makes sense they're harder. Even, like, mid-castles, where you have, like, the Reznor battles and all that and everything. Like, even those make sense to be harder because they're fortresses. They're in the middle of a world, but they're fortresses. They're made to be difficult, like harder. But you still want to follow a curve. You want to follow a difficulty curve for the level sets. So having, God, I'm playing so bad. Having no difficulty curve like this doesn't seem to have, it's not good. Okay. Trying to just avoid all the cannons and everything. Jumping on top of them. Jumping over Charlie's. The ambush. Oh, the ambushes that you're getting in this, the airships, are just terrible. Because you can hang back further, but it doesn't really help too much. And the just, oh, ambushes are terrible. There we go. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of him, because we don't like Lemmy? I think it's Lemmy. I don't remember. I think it is Lemmy. Oh, thank you. As Mario destroys the castle. Lemmy Koopa's no more. Bowser watching from afar. Squints his eyes in pain as Mario rescues yet another Yoshi egg. It's time for World 4. World 4. Jewel Caverns will be next time. This has been Ninja Boy, and I will be back later with more Year of the Yoshi Redux. See you guys then.